Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Molly, and today I'm going to be doing a tag that I was actually tagged in. I was actually tagged by Rocky over at Blonde on the Book. Definitely check out her channel. I will link it down below. She's great. I love her videos. Let's just jump into it. So, ebooks or physical books? Obviously, physical books. I did have a Kindle because I thought I would read more on it when I went away on vacations, but I don't. I just bring my books. Paperback or hardback? I prefer hardbacks just because like they're easier to carry around. I don't like my books looking damaged. I like having the hardback, like having the sleeve to mark its place on my bookshelf so it doesn't look empty. Online or in-store? It just mostly depends. I generally end up buying them online. Sometimes I do end up going to Barnes & Noble if I know that there's a new release and I actually want to like go to the store and then I'll browse. Sometimes I like to browse just to see what there is. But generally I buy my stuff online. Trilogies versus series. I don't know. I haven't read many series. I've read a lot of trilogies, but that's also because I don't feel like I can commit to a series because I never finish reading them. I don't know what it is. Like I marathon them and then all of a sudden I'm just like, nah. It makes me really mad. So I don't really know. Heroes versus villains. I mean, obviously, generally you want the hero to win. But, like, the villains are the most important character because they have to have, there's so much that you need to build up for the villain to write a good villain. And, like, jeez, like, the villain is the most important character. So, I mean, but I haven't read many books where I was, like, really interested in the villain. So, I guess heroes? A book that you want everyone to read. That's going to be Challenger Deep by Neal Shusterman. This book was so beautifully written. I haven't seen a lot of booktubers talk about it, but it's about this boy who has developed schizophrenia at about 15, and now it's about like him like dealing with that and how his family and friends are realizing it and noticing that there's something different about him, and then it's also like in his mind and in the real world, so it switches back and forth every few chapters, and at first you don't really know what's going on and you're really confused, but it gets so much better and you just gotta keep reading, and then you start seeing the connections between his mind and reality and where he is in life, and it's just so beautiful. And I mean, it has a good like message for anyone, even if you don't have a mental illness. This just has a beautiful message for everyone, and I think everyone should read it. It's so beautiful. Recommend an underrated book. Going to do Trust No One by Paul Cleave. I haven't heard really anyone talk about this on BookTube, but this is a really good book. It takes place in New Zealand. It's about this author of crime novels. His name is Jerry, and he's recently just developed Alzheimer's. So it goes back and forth between now and his madness journal that he's written, and like his Alzheimer's is screwing up his brain so much that he's starting to believe that he has committed crimes that he's written about because they seem so real to him. And so he keeps confessing to these crimes that he's done, and everyone's like, Jerry, those are just novels. You're going crazy. It's the Alzheimer's screwing with you. But then girls start dying, and he keeps disappearing from the home, and now no one's too sure if he did or didn't kill anyone. And then the ending made me mad. Oh my god, I was so mad. But it was so good. Like, you have to read it. Just read it. The last book you finished. Nightmares by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. Yeah. Super good. Definitely read it. The last book you bought. That was 2. That was Ocean at the End of the Lane and The Book Thief. I don't have them yet. I bought them on Amazon. They're coming. Weirdest bookmark. I mean, I haven't used it yet. It's a, door deck. It's a door deck from my freshman year at college. And it was my favorite. And it's cute. It's my favorite colors. Gray and blue. I mean, I use Pokemon cards because these are the ones I liked and I didn't want to get rid of them. I've used stickers because I didn't know what else to do with them because I didn't want to stick them to anything. I don't use too many weird things as bookmarks, I don't think. Used books, yes or no? Yes, because they're cheaper, and just as long as they are still like in good condition, because I like my books to not look used at all. I like them to look pristine, like you're going to the bookstore and you're like, ooh, I want that book, you know? But if the spine's broken, I don't really like my books looking like that. I like them to look pretty. Top 3 favorite genres. Fantasy, horror. This little shelf I got here that's like books that have a punch, you know? It's like there's definitely a deeper meaning and you know what it is, and it's supposed to hit you hard and make you think about life. I don't know what that genre is, but that genre. Borrow or buy. I like to buy books because I like to display them on my beautiful bookshelf. And I like to remember what I've read, and I like to have the possibility of maybe rereading it at some point down the road if I want to. Characters versus plot. Everyone says characters, and obviously characters, because if you don't got good characters, the plot doesn't matter because I don't want to read about your stupid characters. Long versus short books. I tend to lean towards shorter books generally, just because I like to fly through them. But I'm not opposed to longer books, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, up here, these are my longest books. But generally, I like shortish books, like 400 or less pages. Long or short chapters. I like short chapters because if I get tired of reading and I just feel like I'm moving places, I just, long chapters just drag. Books that make you laugh and books that make you cry. These are just some of the few books that have made me cry. If you're wondering how the hell a horror book is supposed to make you cry, it's for children, and it hits you where it hurts. It got real deep. It hit too close to home, and I didn't do it. And for obvious reasons. Once again, for obvious reasons. I'm pretty sure I cried in this at the end. I don't remember, but obvious reasons. Some books that made me laugh. Again, it's here, but it was funny. I mean, not all of this made me laugh, but the characters, I love the characters. Super funny. Definitely read it. Some good banter in here too. The first 3 books that come to mind. Ready Player One, Challenger Deep, The Outsiders. Real versus fictional world. Fictional world, duh. Do you even know what's happening in the real world? President's crazy. Climate change. And no one believes in it, and no one is doing anything about it. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, if it is an autobiography. Do you judge books by their covers? Duh. Duh. Half the reason I buy my books is because I'm like, that's a pretty cover. What's this story about? Book to movie or book to TV adaptations? I haven't read any of the books that were turned into TV shows, but generally I feel like TV shows might be better just because they can get more of the story, whereas movies, you had to cut a lot out. Some books should not be made into TV shows, and some books should not be made into movies. You know, they're like, there's just too much going on for a movie, but then there's like not enough going on for TV shows. You know, sometimes that happens. A movie or TV show that was better than the book. I said this before, and I will say it again. Peter Pan. Isn't that sad though? Like, this is my favorite movie ever. All the movies. And I didn't like the book. It makes me really sad. And last question, series or standalones? Seems that I own a lot of series. However, I do enjoy standalones just as much. I can't say, because like some books deserve to be series and definitely like should not be standalones. However, some books should just be standalones. You know, I like both. I can't decide. Don't make me choose! Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. And I don't have many people tag yet, so I'm still a tiny booktuber. I cannot tag. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!